Bring our things back. Alright, here we go. Okay, so, Tales of Arise. Where were we? We are... Oh, that's right, the lady just, liquefied the residents. That's right. So, we can figure out where she went. Do we have any hints? Probably not. Maybe? Mountain Trail. Oh no, a hidden dock west of Needs. Ruins. Val. There's the hidden wharf. Alright. Yes. Okay, where we went to. Nintendo, how's it going? How are you doing this evening?
One piece.
Nice for you to drop in. Did you have a good week?
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
So, we're on the 4th?
Oh, Hoodle. I don't know what to do.
We're on the 4th, big boss. So, what we want to do is we want to have either a defense or an attack. I'm going to say attack. Makes it last longer. Attack. We want attack. Attack up L. Increases screen by 30% once remaining. Alright, that works for me.
This is a true masterpiece.
Alright, here we go.
Less than culinary art.
What's with the wink? Okay, this guy's weird. Alright, let's go with Kizara.
Let's talk for a bit.
So try to get him on stories. What's up, Thunder Gamer? And you're back. Welcome back.
Don't sweat it.
Glad y'all could drop in.
About the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes.
This is more people than I have on Friday, period.
Not me.
There's 2 of you.
I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed.
Honestly, Friday is usually a very slow day for me.
Hey, Alphen.
Maybe one person's like so slow.
Ever a time when
4% bad. I thought I'd check how you doing. I'm glad you said to drop in, but you should really charge your phone once in a while.
Guessing that you have.
I think, what was it, last week or week before you did the same thing, where you came in like less than 10% battery.
The Lord before Dohalim.
And you forgot your charger or something.
Truly hell.
You should always have a backup battery. That's what I do.
That's why I tried to ignore
that
what
and a charger.
was telling me for so long.
It's always a good idea.
Going back to such a dark time.
I may have shared your stream on Twitter. Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. It does help. I don't get a lot of exposure, unfortunately, but so every little bit does help.
I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals on.
And someone like you is a great person to help.
Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, It's always like it's some big.
Because you have a much larger
We're
following, so
talking about fixing
maybe we'll
300
see some more
years
people
worth of
tonight.
damage here.
One can hope.
Isn't it a bit
But
optimistic
if
to
not,
think it was
then
all
it's
gonna
just
be
a normal
resolved
day
after
for me.
Only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself.
And it's a
first
good
of all.
game, and this game is a good game. It's got a... The only thing I have that's a problem with this game is it's got a lot of story.
Tonight. It's okay.
So, yeah, if you want to pay attention to the story, you have to stop talking and actually listen to the
Before we
story.
go, do you guys have everything?
Because there's so much story in this game. It's the other thing I don't like about it. But thankfully, we don't have to do much grinding in this one. So, there is that. And I'm happy with that. Just buy the missing armor. Buy and equip that. Buy and equip that one. Buy and equip that one. And buy and equip that. Okay, so that gives us the best armor we can buy. Let's see if we can make any weapons real quick. Oh, I'm bad about the phone thing and no, it's fine. It's not my issue. You know, all I can do is appreciate when you drop in. Even if it is only for a few minutes. Yes. So that's an upgrade. Ooh, I took the one that she had duplicate of. Cool. Ooh, good. He hasn't had an upgrade in a while. The problem is I haven't gotten the Inferno Fang. I somehow missed it. So without the Inferno Fangs, I can't upgrade. I couldn't make these, so it's nice to be able to make that one. And we can make this one. And she's got hers, so everybody but Shauna has her best weapon, which is good. Alright, so
You can never be too prepared. But
I
did we have
think-
to spend so much?
no, we're good. We're good. Okay. So now we have all of our gear upgraded and up to date. So we'll be able to go on this little adventure. And no, it's not going to be straight to the boss, unfortunately. There's going to be a thing and then the boss.
A dead end?
No, there's
Nope.
an elevator. Looks operational.
To the wharf. So we'll have to go through this part and then we can get down to there and it'll be all good. But in the end, it'll be one of those things that once we actually make a little bit of progress,
I can't believe there's actually an underground
be good.
harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
I bet they weren't too bad. Let's see, best place in the world to work. So, they like it here. At least that group did. Let's see what we got in the chest. Anything good? I retreat. Let's see, anything here? It's usual for the Lord to come through without letting any of us know ahead of time. She took off in the blaze. Okay. So she just ran off to the wind. Should be entertaining. Hey, has the bunny lady asked out the dog boy yet? Not yet. No one's dating. No one's dating yet. Though I think they're starting to get a little closer. Do you have a tail? Yes. This is Rinwell. Rinwell has wolf ears and tail. Hold on, since you haven't seen these. This is our main character. He's a cat. He's got cat ears and cat tail. This is Shion. She's got bunny ears and a little bunny tail. See, look at the bunny tail. Isn't it cute? And then we have Rinwell, who's like my favorite character. This is Law. He's got doggy ears and a doggy tail. And then we have Dolahim, who's playing Angel, even though he was a bad guy. And we have his Sarah, who's an ex-knight, who's Dolahim's right hand, basically, and she's playing the devil at the moment. So yeah, it's all of the characters I have given costume pieces to, and threw them all in their bathing suits. Now, why bathing suits? I don't know. I happen to like the bathing suits. But yeah, so it's funny. Have a blessed evening. Alright, have a good night, gamer. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna take the fishing boat out, I tell you that.
Come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
That's funny.
So we missed her.
But yeah, this is the whole party and all of their...
Go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there. You been out on the water before?
Nope,
Sea's
none of us.
nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it.
I mean, it's a pretty boat. It's a big
We're
boat.
losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail.
And we are all set. So we'll be able to go out here. Set sail. But yeah, so we're gonna need a boat in order to get to the blast zone anyway. Because we've beaten up the Fire Kingdom. We've beaten up the Light Kingdom, who is also frozen. We've beaten up the Earth Kingdom. This is the Wind Kingdom, and then we have the Water Kingdom and the Darkness Kingdom left.
Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
So we've got a few left. We've got 3 left. We're almost done with 4.
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know
So it's
if there are
always
any
useful.
damage on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board.
I'm trying to think of what is this. This is gonna be a cargo ship.
We're able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
Sounds like we're gonna be fishing out here. The party is disbanded.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
We could go
Let's check in on everyone.
speed
see what's
fishing?
going up.
Oh, what was speed fishing?
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks.
So yeah,
I
it's
appreciate it.
You know, it
Well,
wasn't
it's
until
fun.
I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Craggy was the first kingdom that was King of Fire.
It's different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever.
And these two, because they live, Craggy was
View.
Yeah.
in a volcano is Caldera.
He died. I've been
So,
thinking about what it was.
These guys never saw anything other than the craggy walls.
I keep going over his words again.
And they've been seeing more and more of the world.
Heck, maybe I'm just overthinking.
And this is, would be, this should be absolutely terrifying for their brains because they
But
can't
no matter how much
see
I put it back, I'm still
the end
not
anymore.
finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from
And
killing
yet
all
they're
these.
playing it like it's
Was
no
that
big
really
deal.
the right thing to do?
Like they could cope, which they wouldn't be able to.
I feel like such a screw up.
Everything up to this point would be fine, but this would be
Asking myself,
way past what these guys should be capable of processing.
like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
And Zephyr's Law's dad.
Yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
And Alphen and Law have slowly drawn together like brothers. This is our newest companion.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Anyone who see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you.
So this is an old lord.
I only ended up
He's the Lord of Earth,
with her a handful of times.
who actually tried to
Chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
unify the two
Right. I
peoples,
almost forgot about Lenegus.
even though it was just for his own shallow
What do you think they
desires.
know about what's been going
It
on
was
down there?
a
It's safe to assume
successful
they know everything,
project.
though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless.
And we still don't know what the true
I've seen that something like the hollowing would arise back.
crown contest, the true
Is becoming
prize from the
a
crown
slave
contest.
that important to the Lords?
I'm still trying to learn what that
Of
is.
course, it's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends
This is interesting.
beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really...
He's poking.
I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
That was a friendly jab, and he almost missed it. Almost. Why did she just about to puke? Oh no.
You don't look so good.
Someone's gonna puke.
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord,
Someone had to get
my
seasick.
expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin
And
with.
that's what most of the lords.
The whole reason I
Treat it.
started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadime.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong.
That's too black and white, though.
Maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad...
And they could have a stably mixed society
We
eventually.
may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart.
He also had a good idea.
Depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded,
Here we go.
we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadime's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadime wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
We have hope.
But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are...
I have to at least try.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now...
Of course, the lip and facial features in this are, like, horrible.
Who, me?
Absolutely horrible.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you.
Oh
How many
no.
other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
And there goes the seasickness. Alright. So, Rinwell's here. She's still trying to sort out her own personal feelings. But at least last week we figured out why she's so
Think Law is okay?
weird.
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too.
Yeah, I
I should
should.
apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
Hey, she grew up a little.
Things we prefer to keep
Just
to
a
ourselves,
little.
Grinwell.
That's a good
So what
thing.
if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done. Or the
All
that
these
you've
people
helped
have
along
something
the
to
way.
hide. And it's
What do you
okay.
mean?
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode.
It's always a cool thing.
I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
It's hard to get your head around when you have conflicting
Law
realities.
said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess,
There we go.
killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Yeah.
Whatever happens to Almadria when
Epically.
this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Apparently my dog's clucking at the
Okay.
wind.
Thanks, Alphen.
Anyway,
Say,
I think she's gonna come back to sanity.
back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way.
Oh, it should be fine.
But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
We're still trying to figure that out.
Shion's...
A little off.
She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
One day we might figure her out.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Yeah, she's got that instinct probably with her thorns. Okay, so apparently we have other dialogue here that we can just page through here. Yeah, she's still trying to vomit. We're okay with that. Alright. Anything else up here? So there's nothing on the boat to discover. Just time to watch Xian gazing into the wind. And maybe, just maybe, she'll come back and say hi.
Go overboard.
Proton to everybody in the base. It's
Keeping an eye out for all
I on the boat.
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean.
Yeah. The waves. They help me think.
There we go.
This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks.
If you're
of
around the
Cecilia,
ocean, it's really pretty.
The lush green glades of
And
Menancia.
the bigger the boat, the easier it is to
harsh
deal with.
wastes of Calaglia.
The boat this
But
size,
Menancia
seasickness
has its
can
wreck
happen.
of death, and Nia's its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good.
Here we go.
What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
Now we have the real questions.
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Even if it is lightly cast.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
So we'll
You
see.
sure have changed.
Maybe it's possible.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly
Well, yeah, you've
and
been traveling
horrible
with
things in this world.
Danans
And yet,
for ages.
they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it.
It's a very appropriate story.
I guess you're right after
I wish more people would take this to heart right now.
Changed.
Ooh! She willingly took his hand. I mean, he's immune to her thorns, but...
Never actually touched another person like this. Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
Well, yeah, because of her thorns.
And now?
Maybe one day she'll be able to break it.
Do you still not remember your past?
Nope.
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little?
Yep. And maybe one day we'll know.
Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once
Here
you
we
have
go.
their master course, you'll be able to create the Renaissance, right? Then you can...
We'll see.
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise.
There's something else she's not telling us about the Renaissance.
It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank
There's
for that.
something else going on that she's not telling us.
Especially you, Alphen.
At least she's getting to be at least friendly.
We're friends, after all.
Maybe even affectionate.
Yeah, we are.
Kind of throws back to like Final Fantasy VIII, where it was a bunch of unknowns and mysteries, and
Wonder how much
people were
longer it's
hiding
gonna be
stuff.
before we can catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
You didn't really know the whole story until the end, but even then, sometimes you didn't understand the whole story. Yeah, go ahead and take a nap. Because we're running probably a day behind them. But, here we go, next video. There's our cargo ship.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
And there's her, oh my,
That's the ship?
jeez, it's big.
Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Jeez, that is a huge ship. And we're a tiny cargo ship by comparison. But he managed to dock underneath a blind spot, so probably a cargo loader.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin.
We're gonna sink your castle. Get up today. What should we do today?
Hungry already, my dear?
What does she have? A behemoth?
Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
I think that's a behemoth type creature. We'll have to see.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
And she's got the core, so... we'll have to steal the core back. The mobile fortress. Gradia. You look pretty. Let's take him home. Not sure what those are. Members who have left the party have returned.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What
Okay, here we go. Story time.
Don't mention it.
Story time!
Now that's what I call a ship.
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
Oh, probably was.
That she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too?
Oh yeah, that's that
I
ship?
could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out? Now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
Where are the lords? There's only one other one left.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
I mean, we have
Sounds like
3
you
of
made
the
up your
6
mind already.
cores.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing
I mean,
what
really,
she did deserves to roam
She can't
free.
do anything without the rest of the cores.
Yeah, you're right.
And she didn't try to kill us or take them from us. Alright, next one.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
You
Shion
think?
said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again,
That's actually
the
fair.
idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more.
Haha, good
That's why
choice.
I go on fighting.
You've
Only
made a
he who
choice?
first
Stick
faces
to it.
the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to comment? Alright, so we have a rather small boat. Makes it easier to make sure we get everything out of here. 'Cause the boat's not exactly big. Oh, there's a door there. Might as well check to make sure that we don't miss anything in any of the rooms. I mean, come on. Lettuce, tomatoes. Really? We don't need any of this stuff. What we need is lots and lots of damage. Of course, we need to get everybody's skills back up. That's what we need. We need to get everybody's boosts back up.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're good.
tumbling to me.
Let's keep
Alright.
our eyes on the
So that
prize.
takes care of that one. Windswept mains. Maybe we'll need those later for something. Someone's gonna need that for their crafting materials. Come on, boys.
An opponent like this should be easy.
What's this one do again? I can't remember. Oh, that's the particle cannon. Takes a little longer to get in, but it does a ton of damage. That's why I put it over there. Because I didn't want to accidentally hit it constantly. Astral crystal. That's interesting.
It's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
No, it's gonna be a big one. It's fine. We'll kill it. It's fine. You're gonna die. Really? Give me a... There we go. That was good. That was nice. Oh yeah. There we go, shooting straight through the astral energy of light.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Okay. More money. Now let's see if there's anything else in this area. I don't think so. Anyway, we're gonna skip this zone here, this area. And then we'll go over here. Oh, there's an elevator though. So there is that. I need to get the key out of the next room. Told it was gonna be tomatoes? Did I not call tomatoes? The only thing we're missing is the carrots.
Huh?
It just made this thing look like what we ran into in Revel. It is. Actually, one of the, this one's actually made of astral energy. Might be one of the, yeah, one of our traps. Okay, so what do we do? If I manipulate the astral energy, I could get rid of it, maybe. Okay. So now, we actually use hers. First time.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
So we're on the... What, 1, 2, 3... We're on deck 4. From the top, with the only thing below us being the bilge. So, we're gonna be in like the primary cargo deck. Our almost ship setup. There we go.
Little help.
How about we just like bash this here? Give me that one. There we go. And whatever you had summoned here, we'll just blow it at you. The thing about that divine blast is it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't move with the target, so it's easy to miss. So that's the biggest problem with this, is that you can miss very easily that particular attack. But positive note is it's handy. Alright, what do we got in here? Anything good? So this is like some crew quarters among all of the unsecured cargo. I love all the unsecured cargo. It's probably the weirdest thing about this particular game, and a lot of games are that way. They have, you know, ships like this in the game, and they're just weird because the cargo is not tied down, and all this stuff's loose. Loose weapons, unsecured, loose big containers. If they hit a storm or a big wave, all of these weapons would just be everywhere. Just scattered all over the ship. doing significant damage if they got tossed in a bad storm. I mean, it's just the way it works. It's a little reality for you. You know, it's one of those things that you just have to take into consideration. Game design, it looks cool, but it's not a reasonable or practical concept.
Certainly not bad. No complaints here.
So let's go ahead and grab this. And then there's our last guard. I mean, it creates a nice little maze for you to sit there and work through, which is fine. But look, more beef. Like, we need that. So one thing about this game that's off the wall is that they give you all this food you don't need. Oh, I missed. I mean, he gave me a Flame of Fury, but I missed that one out entirely. Oh, we were just pummeling these guys.
Am I on a roll or what?
With attacks. It's good. We're doing good. I like it. Yeah, come on, Red Boy.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. The rebel.
We'll take care of this guy real quick. That guy's toast. And you're not gonna get very far, because once you... busted. Well, they're just tearing him up, aren't they? I mean, he's doing, like, decent damage. The problem is that the caster... I mean, her spells, when they go off, I don't need to worry about being stable for most of her spells. But I didn't want to do that. I was trying to do that.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test
Yeah,
it
it's an elevator key. We know that. This game loves elevator keys. Give me an elevator, give me an elevator key. Give me an elevator, give me an elevator key. I guess we'll go down. Alright, that puts us at the bottom of the shelf. How did I guess that that's where I wanted to be? Really? Oh well, you know what? Open the door. There's chests in here. At least the build hold looks, moderately secure. Unlike the other deck. I mean, that's like, you know, the previous deck was horrible. Not a big deal, but it was one of those things that was kind of annoying.
Our work is done here.
So let's see what we got here. Nothing there, nothing there. Mushrooms. I was thinking maybe pork. Pork should be next. You're bigger than a bread box! You're bigger than a bread box! Yeah, that's gonna stink. Give me this one. Try and pin him down. That was at least somewhat deadly. Give me this one here. Extra damage. There we go. That got us a knockdown at least. Well, Divine Streak went off at least. Oh, it missed. Yeah, unfortunately. Fortunately, I accidentally hit her too soon. There we go. Beautiful. This thing's gonna die in a second. There it goes. It's dead. It's dead. Really? It had a few hit points left after all that? I thought that slow-mo it was gonna be done. Okay. A white cloak. Magic emblem. So those are gonna be for Rinwall, even though magic emblem kind of stinks. Lemons. Hold on. Equipment. Da 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 da. There you go. One white cloak. The magic one isn't really that useful. It was only a 1, so here. Elemental attack plus 15. And it really isn't that useful. Not considering when I already have several that do way more damage. They're way better. So we're already down here, so we might as well clear this floor out. Yep. It's Woofies. Hello, Woofies. It's not gonna take us long to clear this out. Thankfully, it's not hard. Yeah, the game's not hard, thankfully. It's just a matter of sorting out where you're supposed to go, and you know, I really should change out her rusty nail for something else, because it is a wind attack, and we are in a place that wind attacks aren't necessarily going to be a good thing. So let's take a look here. Alright, let's go ahead and do that, because that finishes out his elemental defense bonus. Works for me. Now she has a few points. Guard attack, gun strike. What's this one do? Clear sweep. What's this one? Water. Let's do Lunar Corruption. Now, she doesn't have much for points, which kind of stinks. What's he got? He's got a few. If I do that, he's got enough. Just a little. Go ahead and do that and finish up that penetration ability. Now, let's see here. Takes care of that, so arts on Rinwell. The Gusty Nail is not necessarily best idea. Being we're dealing with winds. I wonder if Thunderblade will do better. Right, Divine Streak is light and lightning. And that does good damage, but it's a little bit wonky. Anyway, it's the same thing, light and lightning. Light and energy. So let's give it a shot. And I think we'll do... No, I want... I mean, Rusty Nail is 2-star, I found out. I think I want Thunderblade. And then... we'll say Photon Flash. Arrow Squall, which is a water attack. We use that a lot. But not quite enough. Now, let's see here. Jeez. He's almost got a 3-star. It's crazy. Anyway, I love it doesn't matter if you use it or if they use it. It still just counts. Ooh, what's this one? Eggs! I'm still trying to get my head around it. Why?
Usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks
Okay.
and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Actually, it's probably what they use to make the food additive. To be honest.
I see one, eh?
You.
I never miss!
That takes care of that. Alright. Arrow Squall.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
We want to do Thunderblade and see if anything good.
That's my cue.
I didn't catch it in time.
Water, hear my call.
I remember this one. It's a short-range attack. Not a... I mean, it does good damage, but it's a short-range attack, so I stopped using it. Because she couldn't use it long range. I mean... But I don't mind using photon energy. Oh, he's going all in, isn't he? All in. Ouchie! Healing Circle is beautiful. Oh, the boys are going at it.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Good morning, boys. That was good. So what's this do? Access key B. Search through F2. There's no way to... Yeah, this is crazy. Crazy equipment. Look at these animals. These poor Zoogles. And it's not being... Maybe a... I don't know. The little baby one. I don't know. Alright, so now we can see where we need to go here. That was the key to L2. So apparently the levels go from lower on up. So the top deck is going to be L4.
Can you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
There's an owl on this deck. Okay. What is that? Generator? Reactor?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
That is a big engine.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegus?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegus and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
They mentioned that Lenegus was another moon or planet a while back. It was in a side story, so it was very easy to miss. Okay, so this is where we want to be? To the Witch's Keep? What we really want to do is you want to go through all the floors and make sure that we get everything we can, because we want to make sure we get all our levels. We want to make sure that we get anything that's good equipment-wise. Go ahead and let him break that. And just pummel him. Oh, I get both of them? Oh, I did! I got both of them in one shot. Here. Nice! Nice!
Blip on our radar.
That was... I don't think I've seen that one before, and it was kind of cool. In several ways, but yeah. We'll get it. No problem. A life boodle! It's fine. We'll get our owl in a minute. Hi, boys. Oh, I forgot to change out my, that lightning one to something more useful. It's fine. Easy peasy. That's it. It's one thing. This game's not that hard. But it's a fun little game. Well, the story's interesting, at least. It does remind me of, you know, a mix of several different, games.
I can become even stronger.
Red Saffron. Nice. So, like, the developers drew from a lot of different games when they developed the story for that. So the Tales of series, Butterfly Wings, nice.
Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
Alright, so Butterfly Wings, that's new. Come here. That's cool. We can dig that. But we have to give somebody the Butterfly Wings. Just gotta figure out what we're gonna do for a headpiece. Not sure.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
I'm not really worried about it. It's gonna stop anyway. At least you did it again.
A comfortable win.
Tag team kick, man. Alright, there we go. see what's in the chest. Anything good? The natural vest. That's made of natural materials, so that's
nice and tough.
Oh, I was gonna say, that sounds like something he would wear. Alright, so let's find out. Now, we got that one little random dude down there. This guy is the one we need to do for our key. So we'll beat this guy up.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
That's the one I wanted. Because I didn't want to, There we go. All that's left is this guy. This guy ain't going very far. Yeah, it's not going very far. He's gonna die quick. He's not gonna live very long. Now with all of us pulling on him real tight. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And then juggling him. And they're sitting there juggling the dude.
Looks like we won.
That was kind of bad. I'm trying to hit it and it's like juggle, juggle. Okay, that takes care of the red door. Now, take this guy out.
Gotta break through. Alex Storm.
No, that's it. Oh, it's just the one. I gotta change that Thunderblade back out. Alright, let's do that real quick when we finish this. Alright, so Arts, Brinwell, Thunderblade. Let's go for lightning orb. Let's see what that one looks like. Because it might be useful. Don't know. Yeah, get over here.
Hi, Hoodle.
That does like no damage. I think that does more damage. Where's that I'm looking for? Alright, so that's useless. So, Gusty Nail is the only one that I had the best attacks up. So, it's okay. We now know that nothing else that we have is actually useful for her. So, Gusty Nail.
Looks like we won.
Now, I think we're good here. We've got a couple more rooms left. Potatoes. Apples. Still waiting for the pork to show up in the chicken. And honestly, it's one of those things that you just have so much going on. And unfortunately, Rinwell's doing less and less damage, which kind of stinks. I mean, unfortunately, it's one of those things that It is getting slowly more and more problematic.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Yeah. It's fine. Let's try it from 4. 4 isn't accessible. 4 isn't accessible. Okay. So this is the only throw we can be on. We might need to find ourselves a resting point, leave, come back, whatever. Because we're run real low on our CPs. So, that's gonna be a problem. Because that's our current boss room. Some wheat. Alright. Running low on CPs. Elixir. I think we can rest on the boat. So, we'll have to check. We shouldn't have any issues until after we finished. At least this section. Okay, pineapple gel. That's at least something useful. Not necessarily anything greatly useful, but it is something useful. But we have to see. Oh, look. You happy to see me? Give me that.
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Not necessarily good. You. Yeah, the red one, I couldn't get its, spell.
Any more of them can burn out.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. Thank you.
That's much better.
Nice. Good timing. Oh no! Oh, I got knocked down and out. Now there should be a res out there somewhere. There it is. I think somebody had a res. Give me her. Yes? Ah! Learning how to swap these things on the fly. It's okay. Just trying to figure out how to do this on the fly. Alright, there we go. Somebody drown this guy. Goodbye. Jesus. Gee, that was horrible. Restoring CP. If the party runs out of CP, you won't be able to cast healing or support arts. To restore it, stay in an inn or underground or camp. Yeah, we're aware.
Really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
It's fine. We gotta go rest anyway. If we go back to level 1, we should be able to rest on the boat. Yeah, it's around this way. We should be able to rest on the boat. On the third. That's bad. No heal spells.
Little help.
Actually, there you go.
With a thorn in our side.
I need somebody that can actually fight a little bit. It'll work for me. He does good damage, so he's easy to work with.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
If we can sneak through a few of these fights, make lives a little easier. Return to Fader. Yeah, return to the Fader. Should be it. If this has got a normal...
Finally, some open space.
Yeah,
again.
here we go. It's got a vendor dude. Which is useful, maybe. Not really. Alright. But it does allow us to rest. So rest, yes. And let's do this one.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Because that'll give us a little bit of health after battle. Doesn't have to be much, but having a little bit after each battle helps. Yep, go back into the shop. We just need to have a heal break.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
And we already have everything we need to get to the second floor.
Go no further.
There we go. Yeah, I think we need to, let's put Benwell out for a bit. That was interesting. You gotta get used to his attacks. Because his attacks are different. I'm not used to... That's not what I wanted to do, but okay. I mean, he can do resurrection, so...
One deadly strike?
Let me change...
Just
Here, edit. Let's make sure that he's in the party. But, interesting that Rimno's our highest level character. It's kind of odd. Was not expecting that. Alright, up to level 2. So, now we need to go this way. Cleared this boss fight. We also have our CP back, so we can... Yeah. Don't want to get caught in a big fight without heal spells. That would be really bad.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be
The captain's quarters. The presence
Obviously.
of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
And that's her seat.
There's no one here.
Yeah,
Nope,
but
she's
I
elsewhere.
went out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
Nope.
I doubt it.
She's setting a trap.
Conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
Oh, she's here somewhere. Probably on the bridge. Why? Because that would make sense. But let's make sure that there's nothing here that we can pick up. Alright. Looks like there's nothing here for now. There's our gate key.
It's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it's all some damn game to her.
Well, duh.
Sweetie, is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Who knows? We'll find out, maybe. We'll find out. Alright, so next stop is the elevator. And we should be able to get to the 3rd floor. Alright, because that just makes sense. Alright, so. Floor 3. Well, that's not helpful. Alright, let's go check the bridge. Since this gives us access to floors 3 and 4. Okay. Going up. Yeah, push a button and the elevator goes up there. Oh, it's the upper deck.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there
The
could be
fact that
something
this
hiding out
cargo is, how should we say, poorly stacked for practical purposes. Ah, there we go. A flatfish. We haven't done much fishing, so we haven't done much cooking with fish. Hello, boys. Mackerels.
I won't forgive you.
Whack 'em! Give me a... There we go. Goodbye. I have no clue who I just kicked off.
A comfortable win.
Don't think that's what I wanted. But that's okay. Okay, so there's another one there. How do we get to that one in this maze? It's over here. More gold. Not too shabby. There's a big boost on the front of the ship. That's a drake. Uh-huh. They're carrying a drake on their ship. And it's just hanging out on the front deck like it's a puppy dog. Come on, boys.
I won't forgive you.
Have you ever considered your purpose in life?
There we go. Beautiful. That's what I want, is the armor guy. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Give me that. Give me that break. It didn't last long. Okay.
I need to be stronger.
Good. Knight armor. Alright, so knight armor is going to be his. That's one more. So that gives us 2 armor pieces. Jeez. Yeah, the dragons.
An opponent like this should be easy.
In a bind?
Not on my watch. Creatures are a real pain in the butt. Go for the
Well, that's not too bad. We managed to stop its dragon attack.
It's weakened.
Man, this is a good setup.
Here, let me help.
Oh, that's nice. That actually works out really well with this group. It really does. It works out well. Nice, not bad. You're down to the ground. This dragon didn't even stand a chance. Oh my goodness. Did we even take damage in that fight?
Material when I see it.
Draconic flame sack. Wow, almost guaranteed we need that somewhere.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
I'm sure that's gonna be useful for somebody's front-based weapons. Honestly. I'm sure that's I mean, it's the kind of things that you gotta have, you know? We'll make it when we get back to base. Down to 3. Now the barrier's clear, which leaves us with that. And we're going to save. There we go. And now that I'm saved, well, R1.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Oh, of course she has.
Careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own.
It's
I
okay.
hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
So, do we need to... CP's fine. Health's good. So I'm not gonna waste it.
Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
We'll use that last. Use that after we come out.
There she is! Almadria!
Oh, she's on the deck. Nice.
All alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
Of course she's playing something. Our pet.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around.
Yeah, so we were on the upper deck, and now we're on the lower deck.
Along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to
Oh no!
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renin.
Grumpy people.
Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mieres. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your
If you say so.
is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renin authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work.
Lady, we have taken down
Has been enslaved
3
for 300 years.
lords.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
Maybe a tough fight, but
My, what a shock.
it's not.
I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know you better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed.
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now...
Except she's done capable of controlling it, I'm sure.
Capable of... Mesmold!
Because here's her dragon thing. That's bigger than her bed box. Nice defense. So we gotta kill her dragon. And then we gotta kick her butt.
Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Let me try and knock it down.
It's the very last thing I do.
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong.
Unfortunately, no. She'll survive. Getting this thing. Give me the armor break. Give me the. Grab that. There we go. Hey, we're doing good damage. Get it on the ground. She couldn't knock it down. This is a long fight because this has got a lot of hit points. I don't expect her to show up into the last bar. Because I think the first bar is going to be him by itself. You know. And then the last bar will probably be hers.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready.
Sure.
Where are you going?
There we go. Go. Unfortunately, Benoit, who's like the one that would should be able to do well in this. Where is she? That's just. Because she's got the anti-magic, but a lot of these aren't counting as magic. So we're not getting the ability to break some of them. I can't. Okay, hold on. Okay, cool. Missed. So missed. I'll keep this over here.
Leave the soldiers to me.
There we go. I missed another one off. That's cool. That is some damage. Oh, the cyclone. Nice.
This one's mine.
Denied.
They're attacking separately. I can't land a hit on her.
Keep an eye on it. And take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
I noticed, but you didn't.
Take it away. This one's mine.
None shall escape my...
It's funny they're gonna separate. Though they separated it half and not.
No further.
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Right, I think what I want to do is get Benoit back in.
The winds of
Ah! Chaos disaster. Her ultimate attack.
Trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine.
Now you see what I can do.
Where are you going? Not in your dreams.
Ah! It didn't steal her astral aura. Run, 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 run. Run, run.
Now or never.
Healing circle. Hey, that...
In a bind.
Yeah, let me bring him back in. Because she's just taking so much damage. I gotta get rid of Masmold. Yeah. Because Benoit can't steal that attack.
Where are you going?
That was good. Almost done. Alright, so he's almost done.
I'm in your debt.
Her master core.
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
Can I do that?
I'll never forgive you.
There it goes.
I'll take you down.
Breaks her core.
I'll end you. Astral energy.
Say no more.
There it goes. That's what we needed. Nice. And our thing went and blew up in the backside of the ship. Yay. One broken core.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not
Better
like
be.
you.
Written well.
Even now, I hate you.
There we go.
But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you.
Not yet.
I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than
Oh, yeah.
a slave. I won't allow you to.
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan.
Oh, here we go.
Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
What the heck? Must be the Water Lord. And that's the guy who walked up and just flicked us to death. He's obviously the most powerful of the five.
Is you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
You're dead, girl.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
There's the wind core. And there she goes off the ship. Yep, off the ship. I knew it. So now she's lost.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I come back for more.
Oh no!
Stop right there!
You're not gonna be able to beat this guy yet.
Think you can cut me down?
Oh no! Here it goes! Here we go. Break the shit, make the mask. Yay! He knows everything, but he's gotta make sense of it, and we have no clue who he is.
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something!
Oh, now into the video.
Let go of me!
Alright.
Shion!
Okay, here we go. That's nasty. receptors are back. He's back to norm. He's back to being human.
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
Oh, look. There goes our boat. Now we're gonna long story to find out what the heck's going on. Test subject 1273. Spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly. Until then, you are to calm your mind and wait for further instructions. Okay.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home.
Alright, so...
I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Might as well find out what his deal is. Astral energy channeling almost complete. Output stable. Stand by. Okay. Guess I mean, we suspected he was probably a Renan. What's this do? The maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony is in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here. Okay. Let's see. Let's look around. What's this one say? Is this the test subject, madam? Ma'am? Wow, it looks like just us. On the outside, maybe inside. It's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warnings from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am. No touching the test subject. Okay. You're not allowed past here. Okay, so we are abandoned. It looks like they were trying to infuse us with more energy. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If it hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony, after all. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put fears to rest. Sovereign and a maiden? What? Maybe Xian's the maiden? Okay, so I can't go that way. Alrighty. Okay, so he can't go any farther. This is the Renan lab. The aesthetic subject's biological sex appears to have almost no bearing on rate of success or failure. Okay. Dan test subject as our sovereign, eh? I expect you will carry out your function without falling apart with the others. Okay, whatever that means. The harvester we deployed on Dana is functioning as intended. It's gathering astral energy and transmitting it to Lennigus. I spent a lot of long days keeping a close eye on things, but soon that work will be finally over, and I can get back to my little girl. Okay. Alright, everyone bites the dust. Cause y'all are losers. Alright. Should I say sovereign? You do not understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage. Okay. I think there's another room over here. I could go into. You're not authorized to enter this room. Return to your position and wait. Okay. I think that's everybody. So I guess I go back to my bed. Oh. Okay. He won't let me through. He won't let me through. I've talked to that guy. I've talked to that guy. He won't let me through. He won't let me through. I've talked to these two. Did I miss somebody? I talked to the little kid. Talked to that guy. Oh, there's one over here. I didn't see him behind the bed. I don't know who got it in their heads to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. You're only worth wise in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Okay.
Nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
And if we actually knew what was going on, it'd make more sense. I bet we do. We just have to rediscover it. It's time, Alphen. Okay, it's finally happening, huh? Yes, we need to change our outfits, then meet in front of the transference device. Once it's all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm so sorry you got dragged into all of this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to get this thing over with, right? I wonder if that's supposed to be Shion.
I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alright, next video, let's find out what's going on.
Alphen.
Leori.
Oh, okay, somebody else. Okay. Whatever we did with the core obliterated the community.
Alphen.
Okay.
Live for me.
No.
So Niori's the one who put it on us?
No!
Okay.
Wait, please. Wait,
Oh, look. We're being a desert island.
What was that?
We don't know.
That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion.
He's gotta learn to live with pain now.
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like.
Yeah, you kind of forgotten.
So much for it all being a bad dream.
No? But you got your memories back. Just need to piece them back together.
Where is everyone?
Don't know. We'll find them. There goes Shion's sword. She's too far away.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Oh, we'll find them. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Absolutely suck. Master Core of the Wind. I didn't do the injured walk thing for a few seconds. So many games do that. They make you do this injured walk. And then you just, like, recover, and then you can run. So stupid.
Niori. Shion.
I don't know what to do.
Damn it.
Oh, look! It's been a while since I actually had to fight by myself. This is gonna suck. I haven't used Alpha in ages. I really haven't. Wow, this sucks! Oh my goodness, this is horrible. Alright, let's do plasma shock.
You picked the wrong fight.
Okay, so it's the same basic thing, it just doesn't have the fire effect. Plasma shock seems to be his best attack against these guys. Alright. Which is fine with me. If we have an attack that's effective.
It's too much.
items. Because one of the few times I actually need to worry about items.
This should do it.
I can't remember the last time I had to worry about using items. Now, the AI uses them all the time. But I don't ever use them very often. Mainly because I don't need them.
You picked the wrong fight.
Oh, not far enough.
Here I come. It's over.
There we go. Nice, that was a good dodge. Alright, wait for that to clear. That was a lot harder than I expected. And we're severely injured because of it.
Alvin?
Yay, been well. Mr. Halim?
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Still trying to sort it out.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
That's a good question.
Volron's realm, remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A
Of
rare
course you
stroke
were.
of luck, it would seem.
No, plan.
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
Well, yeah, he has all his memories back. Whether he wanted them or not.
Probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Yeah, because he's got to sort these memories out. Alright, so... Alright, there we go. Retired Avenger. Now this will give us resistance on Rinwell. Okay, so she got that when she, completed her revenge story. Interesting. I'm not really worried about her receiving, defense at the moment. But penetration on her would be really nice. Getting a little bit of penetration would be helpful. Do that and just finish off whatever this one is. I don't care what this one is. Resistance, but honestly, we need that one to be active. It's almost done. Blazing blows, resistance, elemental attack, Australia Schoolboy's defense. I'm not sure. Over limit. I want to put these points. Well, let's look at the master. That's defense, elemental attack, resistance. Let's do this. Let's go into his offensive sphere. And then we'll swap edit. Chase the leader. And party leader here is our goal.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Alright, so we got an owl. We also have some fruit. Lemons. Lemons are always nice. Now let's see. There's some fish out here. Let's go out there and grab our fish. There's also something over here. Always a good idea to make sure you explore everything, because you never know what's going to be useful. Sometimes, like there, an astral crystal. Now, is that overly useful? Not sure. But, it is an astral crystal. And that does have advantages. There's our owl friend.
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere.
Interesting.
The area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions.
Yeah.
Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
He also has memories.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah. Problems.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
How do we get to that owl? Oh, here it is. Beautiful beer. It's an eye patch. Alright, the powered eye patch. Got it.
You're saying we should check the...
Yeah, apparently there's more add-ons. I think I'll wait till I have Shion back in the party before I go to the forest. Considering,
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's
Alphen
something I need to tell you guys first.
Time for story time.
I got my memory back.
And now it's time to actually spill the beans as to what's really going on. And that's a good thing.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
Well, it's important.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did.
Here we go.
Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived.
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came.
Here we go.
As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Here we go.
You mean you staged a rebellion?
Not exactly.
It was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned.
There we go.
I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
Do you really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder.
Maybe.
In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300?
He's 300 years
Make
old?
up in-
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen.
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. And when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Dude.
So
Well, sorry for him.
to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined.
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means.
Oh, good
But
choice.
what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Yeah, I realized that I'm using the wrong video. Oh well. Sorry about that.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
Oh yeah, because he's got so much to worry about.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight.
No, well, we'll catch up.
This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We
Supposed to be on
can't
that
get in
window.
the village till we're
Oh.
ready. Okay, everyone?
I didn't even notice it was on the wrong one.
Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
I love it. I'm the cause of the crown contest.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
That's the funny part, that we're the cause of the crown contest. Party is disbanded. Go play fetch with everybody.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Oh, dude. Here we go again with this guy doubting himself. He always doubts himself for the weirdest reasons. Okay, so there's this one. Okay. What else do we have here? Items. Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing 1. Oh no, never mind. That's everybody. We got Xian's.
You're
am
certainly
I-
full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin sovereign? More
Because
to
he's the
point,
first.
why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then?
That's a good point.
Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And right now, I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. Not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes.
You
Was I
think?
really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank,
We don't
there's
know.
one bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost.
No kidding.
I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. Sorry for being a bother.
Please, no
And
thank
he
you.
was the weakest of the
quicker you
lords.
get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Alright, so let's see here. Do 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 do. Chit chat 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 chat. Go over here and say hi to whoever this is. Oh, it's her. Okay. I expected to be alone. Apparently he's up in the
What
field.
do you see out there?
Zoogles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up.
Oh.
Feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. And
Yeah,
so
okay.
what happens after that?
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renin starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come
Don't
with
know.
you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renins, performing her duties as the maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then,
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
even
Well, yeah.
within Renin society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You
Yeah, you
can't
do.
atone for what's happened in the past.
You go back
I
and
don't
save
think
her.
anyone can. Be it several
project.
centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
Nope,
I'm
our
saying
Toleman
you
is
have to
getting
be a
shit.
white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me.
There we
And
go.
you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To
Yeah.
strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go
There we
as
go.
far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them.
There you
Left to my
go.
own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will. The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do
See?
you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, Then damn it, I'll
You are a decent person.
you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself
There we
this.
go.
What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Yeah, the real reason you've been fighting. Not the little ones in your head. There's been well.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you only just found out.
Frozen mentally for
not
300 years.
Found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it.
Do we know?
When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family. My friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either.
Yep.
No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist.
That's true too.
I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
That's true.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
Good man.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion
Yeah, we'll
must
get
be
there.
lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alright. We have one more to pick up. And we got a couple more side stories here. Alright. More context. Let's see. A little more stuff. And I got cabbages. Dude's got a horse. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Nothing interesting there. What do we got? Alright. And this village is, you know, in the middle of some ruins, so. And that's cool and all. Works. It's actually a good idea. Alright, here we go. Last one.
Are we gonna go rescue Shion or what?
Oh yeah, we're going.
What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't
But you
like
do.
you. Look, I get it.
You have
finally
the
remember your
answers.
past only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse
Got a
still,
point.
you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine.
I doubt it.
I said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
We have to go get her.
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction.
And?
The same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think you might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go.
Go with him.
Fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taking his place.
Was
I'm serious.
fantastic.
What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not?
The one to knock sense in her.
Alvin.
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen.
You asses, marbles.
All this.
Alvin.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
We'll sort it out.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Alright. Back to the inn. And then once we're all back together and we're done with the story time. Oh, I missed the kid. Maybe else in this? Oh, what's this? Don't know. It's just a storeroom. This is actually the room I was in when I was snoozing. I mean, for a village, there's not many houses here. Video game logic. It's all oxymorons. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. They have that one extra line of text that sometimes of interest. We're good. I can grab laws real quick. These games, they sometimes have like an achievement for talking to everybody and doing all the side content and all of the skits and stuff. You never really know how much they're gonna ask you to do. In order to get them. That's okay.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Come on, let's go.
No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
He needs to get back out there.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
So we're gonna have to put... There we go. Law. Bumbling fighter. He's he's got a few points. What's this one give us? Elemental attack? Yeah, do this one. And then grab whatever that is, that's extra defense. Take that. She's got some points. And what's this one? This one is defense. Do that. And then give her an advanced guard. He's used his, he's used his, he's used his. Alright. So let's see here. I want to do leader as Rinwell. Party. I need him there. Rinwell there. Law there. And her there. And then set my thing to Rinwell.
Fuck, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Alright, so what do we got here? Okay. Alright, let's up for Lawless.
We need
Got it. Hey, look, we have people. More people to talk to. Oh, look, there's a fish out there. Go on, Ryan. Get out there and grab it. Thank you. A sea bream. Nice. Any other fish? Any other fish? Any other fish? Probably. I'll be surprised if there's one over here. Nope, not over there. Actually, kind of surprised. Alright. Now, let's see here. These guys are talkative. This guy's talkative. Everybody get in the cave. Go to the, let's see, the horse guy. Alright. You'd think that these people would know how to fight. They're on an island of Zoogles. You'd think they'd know how to fight, at least some. Because otherwise the Zoogles would have, you know, wandered into their territory ages ago. Oh, it's these things.
Remember, if the paint's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come.
That looks a bit nasty.
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy. Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Break those armors. Alright. We'll be fine. It's just a matter of chewing through them all.
A new melody. The enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that.
Give me that.
Its armor's too strong. Be my guest. You shouldn't have messed with me. Can't get out of this. This one's mine. Ready and ready.
There we go.
I can carve through armor. Strike.
Nice, easy. That was nice, easy.
Arrow squall.
See, I knew Xian would get sucked off
I'll crush you.
at some point.
Lightning reflexes.
And the reason I knew it would happen is because, Dolahim had healing and resurrection magic. They almost never give you more than one healer if you, don't need it. At some point in the story.
Elfin, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Did you, though?
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
We'll at least try to stop it.
Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Just a little.
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too.
What do you got here?
My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home.
There we
They
go.
took everything from me.
Brain's starting to reset a little bit.
Guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up.
Yep,
Friends
there
who
we
make
go.
me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But
It's back and active.
Of course. First we rescue Shion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will
There
be
we go.
Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Of course there is.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Not at this moment. We're out of time. Need to go find the inn, rest, save.
We don't
Blah,
know
blah,
what
blah.
lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Yeah, we will. I don't know what this dude's thing is.
Why?
Okay, what does he want? Stealing a fish.
What?
Is that
I want fish.
Okay.
Great job.
I already had the fish I needed. That's funny. You display priority to the quest. Accepted. Now we're good.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these
Well, there's
waters.
apparently
Just watch
an
and
owl
see.
around here somewhere.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Apparently. Okay. Where are you hiding your owl? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Let's go, star pen. Alright.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Yeah, we're due. What else do we have here?
Hey, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us.
Okay.
But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
That sucks.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean?
That would suck.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he
Good
might
point.
still be alive somewhere out there?
I got 2 different ships that went down.
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going.
Well, okay.
Thistle
More
was
story.
founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even though we're
Makes sense, though.
Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I
That's a
suppose
good
that
point.
makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was? They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon.
Especially when they're starving. Oh my goodness! Story time!
Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
No, not
Of
that.
course not. Shion's our friend. Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
Very true. Especially in our society right now. Oof.
Besides, the
You humans
situation with
really have
Almadria was something else
have it bad.
entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her.
But it's okay.
But when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right. That she'd gotten what she deserved.
That's
But
right.
another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me
Ah,
wrong.
good.
If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone.
Good girl.
It's all so confusing.
It's a good girl.
I don't
She's
know
a
how to
cute
make
one.
sense of any of it.
We're happy she's cute
Who
and
said it
she's
had to
a
make
little
sense?
depressed. It's fun.
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong.
She's
You
our little
started
friend.
to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almadria. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what
But
it
you
means
just a
exactly,
little bit
that
above.
might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Was that everybody? Okay, that's all of them. So, we now have everyone back to where we're supposed to be. And when we get into the inn, we'll be able to sort out our lives, I think. It's all just like little tiny tidbits. There never seems to be anything useful in these conversations. And most of them are the same conversations. Only a few of them are new. Alright, so there's our blacksmith. Let's see if the blacksmith has anything that he can make. So we can make the refined nail. The refined fire claw requires an ice fang. Okay. Solid edge requires the astral crystal, which we don't have. And I can make a spare thunder now. Alright, so he needs an ice stone and a tempest fang. Now Now, which do we have? She needs ice stones and infused stone fragments. Again, neither of which we have. He needs things we don't have as well. Things we don't have. Okay.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Actually, I don't care about that one. What I care about is the shop. And we have tons of money, so having everybody's gear maxed out even though we might actually find it later, it's still well worth it. Now, we have peach gel. We have a little bit of lemon gel. So we care about the apple gel. We have plenty of peach gel. So that's that. Alright. That takes care of everything here. So it just leaves our can. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and save here, and next week we'll move on to the next section, going towards the Water Kingdom. Which is good. I mean, we've been clearing each kingdom in a nice, timely manner. So it's nice to see that we're clearing them every 2 or 3 weeks. So between, 4 and 6 hours we've been clearing each kingdom, which is actually pretty good. So we're up to 25 hours in the game, and based on gameplay, I'd say the game probably maxes out to around 40 hours. That's what most games max around. So we'll see about that. And tomorrow we're going to continue with White Knight Chronicles to try and get through that game. And hopefully we'll be able to press on. Yeah. I might have to do some prep work for that. Only because it's long and drawn out and a bit boring, and save you all the headaches and having to watch me grind a lot. But, so we'll take care of that, and we'll see what's going on then. So thank you for dropping in, and have a good night.